Alright. Hungry Beast Animal and Payson Nosap. Both are around 1,000 elo, which is good because obviously you want to play against people your level. Oh, sorry for the yawn, guys. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm watching games. What the fuck is wrong with me? I literally just couldn't sleep, woke up, wanted to play some AOE, and then decided I'd try my hand out at casting and just talking about games and see how we go. Just watched two really enjoyable games. Two close games too. Oh, no, the last one was close. The one before that was a little bit one-sided. Mainly because the push was just really well-timed and well-planned. Alright, Huns and the Britons. I hate versing the Britons. I really do, but the Huns counter those archers, man. It's going to be very interesting how they deal with those archers on Arena, though. They can just stay behind those walls until Trebs or Rams or anything like that. Let's get a look at the map. What do we have? Oh, he doesn't have quite the solid air pocket on the left there. Neither does Blue. Blue's got nothing to fall back to when it comes to a wood line or backward gold or anything. But that's easily fixed, man. Just houses or barracks just to wall that off. Relics are, I want to say, a little bit to red side. So Red's got the advantage there, but on 1,000 elo, it's very rare you see players going for relics, man. I think some players just don't see the value in it. I do. I think if you can get them without putting your eco and your military behind, go for it. But this stone, this gold, easily to really grab onto. It's a small walling issue though. Backward gold can't be touched by the Huns. Forward gold here can be touched by the longbowmen if they're close, but it should be an easy fix if you, I was gonna say if you put a tower there, but bloody longbowmen outrange everything in this game. It's annoying. Two houses, lumberjack. Huns straight to the lumberjack. Getting that straggler tree. Nice, love to see it. Even though a lot of people disagree with that, but I think getting just the one straggler tree, enough wood from a straggler tree to build a house on your way to getting your gold. I feel like it's efficient because you're not just sending a villager straight across. He or she is chopping the wood for that tree, for that house, to place the house and then the mining camp. That's just me, man. Like I said, I'm a low elo player. I'm terrible at the game, but you know, one way to improve, watch other people play, learn from their mistakes, learn from their strats, and hopefully take something from it. Look at that. That's a perfect stone and gold. You can put a lumber camp there, nice and neat, bro. That's so aesthetically pleasing to me. I want to play in this map, this seed map, just so I can have that. I don't care if I'm versing the best player in the world, as long as I get that, I'm happy. Viper, come at me. Just give me that stone and gold, please. Be gentle. Arena, man. For those who don't know, you get a stone wall around your beautiful base for your protection until you get to castle edge and they send a taxi to it and they just jump over it. Taxi is a siege tower in my books. What else we got here? Gold deer, a very far away deer, so that's going to be interesting if he goes for it. Red's just finding Blue's gates and his walls. Blue is just trying to find that pocket, man, which is probably a right move. That's plenty of room to play in, you know. And then now I would be looking over in this area here, just to scout out the enemy, pretty much. see where they're at, and go from there. So red's scouting along here. He's gonna probably find that pocket and realize that that's his main pocket compared to red's tiny little thing. But both players' pocket are open at this point. Blue's probably got a better pocket, to be honest. A bigger one and easier to secure. Red's got to go right across. What would I do here? Where are we going? Fog of war. Oh. Red loses boring nicely. Quite a bit. Close. Almost lost that bill. That's a lot of bills to be on a board, by the way. What's that, 11 bills? That's insane. I mean, I probably would have taken the llama first. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Look, I don't know if my thinking towards this is right or wrong, because I've spoken to a couple people and they say it doesn't matter. But in my books, it does. I always place the mill a square back so you can pick from all of them and efficiently, like see this mill. You're gonna be taking berries from there and walking right around and dumping it there. Like, same with that one. It's just inefficient. Okay, so Blue's placing his mill there to get the deer. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense, but you've also got to build another mill. I'm one of those players that don't necessarily worry about the deer all the time because of, you know, I feel like once you get the berry bushes, you should have enough wood to produce farms and whatnot. Either way, two mills works. Red's going onto the farms now. See, that's what I would have done. Even though I feel like Blue's probably going to get more out of his food and spend less wood. But I'm not out. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. What would I know, bro? Both of them. See, they're both just better players than me, man. Alright, interesting. Getting some more on wood now for Hungry Beast Animal. He is on that score lead, and that is probably because of the eco. 26 vills. 26 vills. Interesting. Which means Red's more efficient with his eco. And they've both explored around the same amount. Around about the same amount. Sorry, I'm like drinking water because I got a really dry throat today. Interesting. Llama that he hasn't discovered yet. Interesting. Red's just really swim. They're really just trying to out-boom each other at this point, where Blue is in a slight lead. Not by much. You know, people say, you know, it's not even 100. Like that could just be, what, 2 villages that were either delivering further away from the other team, or who knows. Where are these going? What is this? Okay, alright. I got excited. I thought he was going to go for that forward base then. Got real excited. What do we got going on over at Red? Taking his deer. He's got another 2 left. Gold. Taking the forward gold, which is always a smarter way. Not always, it's situational. In this case, I feel like it is a smarter move because of the long moment, and then you can get your gold back. But I probably would have gone with barracks there, gate, house, take that gold. That's what I would have done if I had scouted it, which he has. Bro, these guys are, they're really on par with each other. It's going to be interesting to see what strats are going with. So, Blue's got his archery range up, which is a good choice, I feel. Britain's foot archers civilization. Town centers cost half the wood that it does in castle. Foot archers, except skirmishers, have +1 range. Castle edge and another +1 range in imperial. Shepherds work 20% faster. Unique unit, longbowman. Like, I love the unit, but I hate versing it. Yeoman. Probably butchering that. +1 foot archer range, +2 tower attack. Werewolf trebs do blast damage. Team bonus, archer ranges produce 20% faster. So, I would not be surprised if he goes for a second archery range. Now, this is something I only just learned. Housing along your wall line. And I learnt this because I try to do the taxi strat as the Celts. The taxi strat is getting that workshop as soon as possible and getting a siege tower, filling it up, and jumping over the tower, over the wall, and attacking the eco as soon as possible. Now, I tried to do this with the Celts against a player that was better than me, who knew, yep, there's the second archery range, who knew that siege towers are a thing, right? Where I tried to jump over the wall. So I brought it up, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, there's houses there. Went further, I'm like, oh my god, there's houses right around. And that's when I learnt, okay, that's a thing. Can't always do that, only on players that don't expect it, and players that don't keep an eye on the gates. Nice, Red. I was just about to bring up the fact, look, he's going to send that to that other relic. He's going to go for relics. Let's go. Interesting that he's got a scout there. I mean, it's keeping an eye on that, but there's 2 other gates he can come out from. I suppose he's probably producing another. No, he's not. Interesting. Monastery goes up. Monk will start collecting those relics and you're going to start getting that nice trickle of gold. Let's go, baby. I got my money on Red. Even though Red's behind on score, I got my money on Red. I feel like Red's got this. For a couple of reasons. One, he's going for relics, which isn't a huge game changer because you can spend your resources terribly on stuff that's not going to help you win the fight, but if he spends it well, it's going to help win the fight. On saying that, I also go for Red because Red's the Huns, which is a cavalry. Civ. What do cavalry counter? Archers. What civ is Britain's? An archer civ. Man, I got my money on Red. I really do. Also, did you see that little delay that the monk had when he picked it up and he just stood there? You can shift click your monk onto relics. So you grab your monk, shift right click onto the relic, hold the shift in, and then right click on the monastery. It will just pick it up and come straight back. So you don't necessarily have to monitor it. And you can just keep doing it. If you've only got 1 monk and you only intend using 1 monk, you can shift click every relic and then you don't have to worry about it. Well, you'll have to worry about this. No, doesn't see it. Is this scout gonna come help? No. Nice. See how he's got that idle time for that monk? So he's that idle time he could have been going for this relic. You know what I mean? He's got 2 idle times. He's got a monk probably going there from the rally point. Interesting, just got that cav chilling there. Don't know why, doesn't necessarily have a job apart from maybe just keep an eye on this side, or he just forgot about it. That's going to be a huge, huge bonus, those relics. But I've got my money on Hungry Beast Animal, man. I have got my money on Hungry Beast Animal. Blue with the 2-3 TC, boom. Red with the 1 TC, that can be... Oh, you need to get that second TC up, Hungry. Come on, Beast Animal. Need more vills. Chuck your second TC on the goal, even. Oh. Blue could be losing his scout here. Oh, there's the other one. There's one hits, man. If blue runs in through that gate, that's 3 scouts inside. Oh. I wonder if that's what blue just realized. Come on. Don't go through that gate, Payson. Ah, there goes the scout. That's unlucky. Red. Oh, with the 4 relics already. Going to get that 5th. And that will be a nice triple of gold for him. This is concerning. If one of these villages, like if they chop this and they chop that tree, and blue doesn't realize, man, I say this all the time to my friends, you gotta watch those wood lines. That's why I would have probably chucked all them ones over here. You don't have to worry about your wood line when they're digging into the corner of the map. So red's got his 3 scouts just exploring. Blue's going for some houses outside. Interesting. And a 4th TC on the outside. That is interesting. So he's probably going to wall right around, put a gate in, try to protect that TC a little bit more. This scout has seen it, but has Beast Animal seen it himself? That's so interesting, man. That's a interesting TC, but I mean, even if he loses it, man, he's still got 3 TCs, which is plenty. Man, I'm starting to think blue's gonna win this. Oh, the ram, okay. And the hello? This isn't... I'm confused. Why is he sending a... Oh no, the scout. Idle time though. More scouts coming in to try to pick them off. He does have the upgrades for the scouts to win this fight if he plays it right. What Passa needs to do is try to quick wall behind and save some of those vills, or lure them into the TC. There it is. Doesn't get a pick on those cabs though. He can... Oh, what is this? Blue could just send a couple vills forward. He's got no military though, which is concerning. He's going full boom. He's going up to imp, where red will be delayed that imp time. I just don't know what this is going to achieve. Sending those monks across, trying to get some conversions on those villages, heal his calves up. It's not too bad. There it is. Villagers are going to go get rid of this ram. Now that he knows that red's focused on that side. Come across. There we go. No more ram. Send the villagers back to work. I mean, it is a little bit of delay on the eco, but it's not really going to make a huge difference. Repairing that gate, which in my books probably isn't worth it. I mean... You've got holy sugar, 1,200 stone blue. Which there we go. I was gonna say, why don't you have a castle up, man? The Munganel coming in. Blue's red's trying to get some conversions on these villages. That would be great if he converted one inside and then quick walled around, built a tower. That would have been insane. He sends the villager onto the TC. Massive damage coming from that villager. A whole 1 damage every 3 hits. Nice work, villager. Keep it up. There's that castle going up and a monastery. A little bit late on the... He hasn't got this one. Blue could get 1 relic. But it is a little bit late on the monastery. Won't be getting any relics, but he could get some conversions on these hussars. Bro, this is interesting. Oh, red's going for a forward castle. Nice. Very interesting. I would have probably moved it over a little bit just to get in front of that gate a little bit more, but then it also gives more protection to this right side. Okay. Blue's going for archery ranges, but he'll probably start producing some longbowmen. He has a little bit of gold, a little bit of food, but he does need more gold for this to work. What has he spent his gold on? He's got 19, almost 20 villages on gold. Where has his gold gone. He's going for his 4th TC on the other side because he's going to lose this one. He really wants that 4th TC. If I was him, I was going to say, if I was him, I would probably get this walled off first because you will lose that as well. Red's castle goes up, it's focusing on the house on the inside. Blue, why are you putting another castle right next to the gate? I wouldn't recommend it. I would go towards a... honestly? Red's getting his... is that his 2nd TC finally? Oh, Red's gone for the 3 TCs now. Before he gets up to Imp, which is interesting. A little bit late, but it can still work. There we go, he's walling this off so they can't get through. I hope he notices there's a hole there, and there is a hole there as well. Yeah, I'd probably, if this was me, like, I understand there's pressure, there's a castle there, all Treb's coming in for red, but I would have went for that 2nd castle on the offensive.
Ready.
I would have bopped it here somewhere, or maybe on this side, just to keep that pressure on red as well. Keep it on the back of his head that, okay, blue's out my base, but look at that. Those are going to get knocked out so quickly. Blue still has 0 military, but he's got enough barracks to produce military for days. Question is he going to produce enough to get rid of that barracks? He needs to start pumping out some spearmen. There we go. There's some pikemen coming out. Oh, man. I don't know. Blue's not dealing with this pressure very well. I mean, he's got quick walls for days. Or like walling with houses for days, but... man, one house can only protect you for so long. He's going for a Treb himself. Is he going to go for that Treb, or is he going to go for the castle? My suggestion, he's got the upgrade for Hells. My suggestion is to push those Hells out now. Clean that up. Put the Treb onto the castle. Oh, that's a 1st hit accuracy. Let's go. Trebs are so inaccurate. Yep, there we go. There we go, get them out there. Do they have piercing upgrade? I think they do, yes. You need to get them Trebs out there. You're spending a lot of stone on that castle. Nope. I need to turn my audio down in game because I cannot hear myself think. Oh, the Cav archers are coming out to clean those pikemen up. Oh, he's not going to get 1 Treb. No. It's not enough. Get your Trebs on the castle, my friend. That castle is cleaning those helms up, and you've got 2 Trebs, man. That's... he's spending so... oh, he's about to be out of stone. He can't repair that no more. He needs to start taking the stone down here. He's getting more food up. He's heavily invested in booming, but he's in Imp. That's what's right. He just, oh my god, he just bought so much stone to repair that. Oh, he gets it. He gets the Trebs down, fall back. Nice. Very nice, Payson. Even though I'm rooting for Beast Animal here, but... no, pull him back. Put him on defensive stance. Pull it back! Alright, the Trebs are going up now for that red castle. Red's still... he's trying to get his eco. I don't want to say booming, because he's not booming. He's just trying to get enough eco to keep the pressure on from the looks of it. That castle will go down. I can't see any way of Red keeping that castle up unless he sends all of his villagers on the one castle, but it won't be worth it. Blue.
Ready.
I don't know what to say, man. Like, you've got a bunch of holes here. If Red sees this, does Red see this? He doesn't. Okay, now he's... Red needs to scout, man. He needs to scout this. He needs to know what his enemy's doing here, because this is a huge, huge opportunity. If Red went Cav archers, like 20, 30 cav archers pushed up. Blue's pushing in. All the mangonels coming in. Oh, come on. So close. That mangonel's definitely going down, unfortunately. Those cav archers need to do some work on those helves. You need to move this treb and these villagers away, man. The ram's going in. He's a big fan of sending a single ram in with nothing to support it, but we'll see how we go. Blue does have red on the run with those helves, but like I said, man, red needs to produce some cav archers or something with speed to run through here and clean up some of Blue's eco, because he has the lead, and I've got a feeling Blue's going to win this. And I think Blue's going to win this on that. Why are you doing a TC? You're gonna lose some bills. You might not even get that up. Not if these come over. Cav archers, there we go. He's struggling to finish Blue off. And the reason is he's only got one barracks. He's got one siege workshop, one stable, and that's it. He needs, like, he's got 2 forward archery ranges, but that's not enough. He needs to start producing military buildings here, and on this side, and start producing on a mass level. He's got wood and he's got gold. Food's low, but if you focus on things that cost wood and gold, which is cav archers, which he's doing, but he needs to get more archery ranges up, because he's not going to win this fight. Red's pretty much let Blue boom on a ridiculous level. 1 TC, 2 TC, 3 TC, 4 TC, 5 TCs, and he is producing villages left, right, and center. He is gonna 130 vills. What more do you say, man? I mean, there we go. There we go. Archery ranges. Okay. Nice. Now we're talking, Red. We can do this. Animal beast. Beast animal. We can do this, hungry beast animal. You need to get fucking some... Oh, excuse the language. We need to get some more vills out. What's your vill count? 100? Yep, there we go. He's producing some. He's got 2 TCs, 3 TCs. There we go. A university for some upgrades. Nice. He needs to micromanage his wood choppers. That's why his wood's so low. He's got 21 villages on wood, but he's going to be spending that, and yeah, it's gone. He's going to be spending that so quickly now with all these archery ranges. He needs to put a lumber camp there, move it forward so they're more efficient. And so he can produce more cav archers. He's got a good amount on gold, so his gold should be fine for now. But Blue's got the advantage, man. Huge score advantage too, and that's mainly because of his eco. His eco is insane at this point. Blue's going to be an unstoppable machine once he starts continuously producing. Even Blue struggles to do that though. Blue's got all the resources in the world. He's got all the wood, all the food. If you don't have that much gold, just produce trash units. Get stuff out there. Cav archers. Just get some skirms out there, right? Where's cav archers? Look, weak against elite skirmishers. Bro, mass produce that. You've seen his cav archers.
Ready.
Blue can finish this. There we go. Look at that. Blue is spamming those archery ranges. Blue is going to win this fight, in my eyes.
Yay. Mandato. Yay.
Red brings his cav archers out to protect his vills there. Not a bad move, but he's also lost 3 on the left side to these archers here. There goes the monastery. No more relic gold to Blue. Oh my god, Blue is really bringing this back. And he is now capped. Red just doesn't have the population for this, man. You need to keep running, man. You need to keep them occupied and away from that wall. At a close castle isn't going to help you, Red. Unfortunately, it's not going to help you. The cav archers will. That is great. That is... Here's the thing. What do you do if you're in Red's position, right? Keep him running, keep him running. Oh, it's a cleanup by blue. Oh, look at that loss. If I was red and I was seeing this, I would go knights or hussars, clean those trebs up while the main army's away now. Clean it up, get rid of them so you're not taking any more damage from those trebs. Cav archers, I would go on the offensive. Although he doesn't know, does he? He doesn't know, that's right. Oh man, he needed that scout. He needed that scouting, bro. I think blue's won this, unfortunately. I was so confident in red. I had my faith in red. But it was just the small mistakes, like not getting these archery ranges up sooner. Not micromanaging the wood sooner. Although, look at his wood income now. His gold's really low. He's still staying in the fight. He can still win this. He just needs to play it very well and carefully. He's got enough hussars to push these trebs. Those trebs are destroying your unit. Like your military production there, Red. What is he going to do? What is his next move? Treb's backing up to move in closer. Probably going to take the blacksmith next. Or the barracks. Blue's getting a nice... That's a safe castle for blue. A very safe castle for blue. Those trebs are right on the thing. At least move your... There we go. Get them hussars in there. Oh, that's moving back though. He's completely disregarding these trebs, which is interesting. He's trying to clean up the military, but he's gonna lose his castle if he's not careful. Oh, and blue's pulling back. Red's gonna take this. Did I lose faith in my team? Is red gonna come back from this? So hard to call. Why aren't you cleaning these up? Red, you're about to lose your castle, my friend. No. Is this trade-off going to be worth it? That castle hitting those calves? I think it is. But now he's got skirms. He's got more archers coming in. He's pulling back. Nicely done. Now he focuses on the trebs. A little late, I think. In my view, it's a little late. It's easier to say all this stuff sitting here and watching it, obviously, because I can see everything. You know, I don't have all the stress and the pressure, but blue trying to get those relics, but red denies that from him. How's he going to deal with these skirms? Those skirms are going to clean up those cav archers very quickly. Red needs to get another castle down outside to help deal with this fight. He needs somewhere safe to fall back. Because at this rate, those skirms, if he's not careful, and the helbs, are going to clean his main force up. He's almost got a stack of heavy cav archers. Full upgrades, everything you need on them. But even with all those upgrades, skirms will clean them up like a hot butter through knife. Like a dog to a food dish. It is not gonna be nice. Oh man, he's got so many gaps here. Red just needs to scout it, man. If Red didn't take this fight, if he'd pulled back even now with his cav archers, he's got 45 of them. If he pulled back now, scouted this, he would be in. He just needs the map knowledge. Red is putting up a fight. Blue has pushed him, and he said, I'm gonna win this. I am the alpha here. And Red goes, you know what? I'll be the underdog. Let's go. I am keen for this fight. Red is putting up one hell of a fight. He is mass producing cav archers and hussars. He needs to probably get... Oh, he doesn't have enough gold now. He needs to trade some wood for some gold, or he's not going to be able to produce. He's running out of gold on both fronts. The only next gold he can go for is this one that blue has, because he's not going to acquire this gold from that castle. Oh my god, this is such an interesting match. It wouldn't hurt if you got some more stone too, Red, to be able to get a castle down. See, the issue with this fight right now is Red doesn't have a safe spot to pull back to. You know what I mean? Red doesn't have that. Blue does. He's got that castle. He's got these two castles. He's got somewhere safe he can pull his units back, but he's not going to. He's taking this fight. He's not having a bar of this pressure that Red's putting on. He goes, no, I will fight you. I'll take this fight. I'm not a little girl. Let's go. It's such an interesting fight, man. The thing that Red's lacking is his eco. He's got wood for days, which he's managed it a lot better now. He's getting those relics again, nice, to get more of that trickle of gold, but he needs to start taking this gold as well. He's got all his idle villages. Instead of making farms, you need that gold, man. Blue's eco is through the roof. Low on wood, but food, 8k food. Hello? 1200 gold. Cleaning up, because he's got this gold. He's already collected this gold. And now he can start taking this almost. Bringing in the skirms to finish these cav archers off. It doesn't make sense for Red to keep producing hussars at this point. Red probably needs either men-at-arms, or well, like two-handed swordsmen to deal with those pikemen. Another single ram, man. He loves that ram. He wants to get rid of these archer rangers. Look at the military buildings from Blue. Blue says, I've got all the eco in the world. I will have all the military buildings in the world. My military is going to conquer this game. And he is not wrong, man. He is going to produce so much from all this that Red won't be able to handle. Red doesn't have the eco to support this fight. And that's going to be his downfall. It really is. It's gonna be his downfall, man. He's going for more siege workshops. Oh my god, he's already got 3. What is he gonna produce? Rams? Interesting. Very interesting. He's going to go for a ram push with cav archers supporting behind and the hussars trying to clean up those archers there. Man, I keep losing faith in Red, but he keeps surprising me with like some strats that I wouldn't do. And maybe that's why he might be a better player than me. Than I. It's because he's coming up with some interesting strats. Like if I versed Hungry Beast Animal, I wouldn't have been expecting rams in this fight. I really wouldn't have. I would have expected Tarkans or swordsmen. But not rams. He's getting rid of that market. Please, Hungry Beast Animal, just scout for me, buddy. Scout this. If you scout this, you've got, bro, all that he can just clean up. Just trying to get rid of that TC with some hussars. Probably not the main focus at this point, but I was wrong. Red could come back, all blue with the Cavaliers. I don't know how he's going to deal with this Cav versus Cav here. I don't know what to say. This fight is so close. Realistically, Red's taken over the score, but realistically, Blue's just struggling to finish this off. Skirms and health are just not enough for this fight. There we go. He's going to go for that TC. He's bringing in more. How is he doing this? He is spending every bit of food, every bit of gold they've got, which is good. It means you're being effective with your eco. But on saying that, he still has 6,000 wood. He can sell that for gold and really keep the push going. But he's going to lose a bunch of of rams here to the Cavs and the Hells, which isn't a bad thing. If they focus the rams, that means these heavy Cavs have an opportunity to pick off all these Hells, these Cavaliers. But he just got another siege workshop up. He's going to go more rams. He's going to clean this up, clean that castle up. Blue's struggling to keep up in this fight, and he's going to lose those 2 trebs if he's not careful. All these idle villages, Blue. No wonder your eco's starting to fall behind, mate. You got no gold income. Your food's insane. You need to chuck them on wood or stone. You need to chuck them on something. You got 20 idle villages and you're almost capped. Red, what do you got, buddy? You've got 118 villages out of 170 to 75 pop with 2 idle villages. Which are these 2 building these forward siege workshops. Blue is trying to fight this back, and he's giving it a good effort. Oh, Blue's bringing up another 2 trebs. Man, who's gonna win this? This is neck to neck. It's a non-stop battle for power. It's a tug of war of who's gonna win this and who's gonna lose this. We are out the 1 hour and 6 minute mark. This is insane. I don't know what to say about this because I haven't seen a fight like this where it reminds me of the musket days where they all line up and they just shoot each other, then they reload and the other team shoots them, and then they reload. That's what this reminds me of. They are just sending units in ruthlessly to die. There's no micro to it, there's no true strategy, but trying to win this by brute force. Red is trying to micro a little bit more than Blue, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's enough to get him out of this pickle now. Red had a great push there against Blue, but I don't think it's enough for him to win the game. But on saying that, Red has a resilience of a Honeybadger. He just keeps coming back and he doesn't give a shite about this. He is so determined to win this fight. He's getting another stable up. Is that the right choice though with those helves out there? Alright, those trebs are starting to clean up the siege workshops because he does not want another ram push, that is for sure. Oh my god. This fight is... What do you do? Blue's eco is starting to pick up again now that he's starting to take the fight, which is interesting. He still has no gold income, but he has heaps of food. He's keeping that wood balance really well. Almost enough for another castle, which is concerning because Hungry Beast Animal still hasn't taken care of this castle. I don't know what to say here, but Red's wood is even dropping. This isn't looking good for you, Red. Hungry Beast Animal and Pace and Nasap is the neck to neck. They are putting up a fight for each. Oh my god, and Blue's taking the score again, not by much, but it doesn't take much of a lead to really boom that score. So he's trying to go for those treads. He's got to notice that castle is going up there too. That is a deadly position for Red. If they get that castle up, that could be a GG. That castle will be extremely hard to get down, especially with all these helves, all these skirms. The skirms work so well against those cav archers, but the helves work amazing against the cav archers and amazing against the hussars. Oh, they're gonna get one. They're gonna clean one treb up, and they're gonna get the second treb, and they might even get the third if they focus it. No? Yes? Maybe? Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, bro! 18 HP! Blue does get that cast up, which is huge. That would be a GG if I was playing Red. But like I said, Red's resilience is like a Honeybadger. He don't give a shite. He doesn't give a shite. He's going to push forward. He's going to focus on some houses here. I don't know if he's trying to hurt his cap, but use the scout. Please. Please, scout. Scout, so you've seen this. You can get through. I swear you can get through. You gotta be able to get through that, right? That blocks it off. That blocks it off. Maybe you can't. Can't anymore? If you're gonna produce rams, I would be knocking that barracks down and just pushing. I would go so hard for Blue's eco because that's where his lead is at. But this game is neck to neck. Oh my god. I look at this. All this. Look at all this death here. This destruction. This fight for power. This tug of war. This... TC's, he needs that gold and he knows it. He's putting that TC up for that gold. Hungry animal, or hungry beast animal is still producing the cav. At this point, it's whoever can keep producing. As soon as one can't produce, it's a GG. Because the momentum that they're going to get from winning this center fight... Oh, ball screech. The momentum they're going to get from this center fight, if they win it, is going to be huge. Yes, Blue does have the 2 castles to defend, but if Red can somehow, he's going for that castle, he's got the 2 rams going for it, probably a 3rd on its way, yep, there it is. Oh, Red just lost a bunch of hussars there, which could have been huge on this right fight against these skirms. He might not even get this down. 3rd ram coming in. More siege workshops coming up for Red. This is an incredible match by both players. They are giving it their all. Like, it is insane. It's just interesting to know that that's what he's going for. He's going for the rams, where I would try to get a castle up for Red, but he has no stone. He's got the 4 stone nodes there. He's got 2 nodes there. He could get enough stone. Just put a couple of villages on there. You'll eventually get there and keep this strat going. And you can get a castle up, go Trebs. If you go Trebs, keep the cav protecting those Trebs, knock this TC out, knock that castle, and that should put a bunch of fear into Blue. Look at this. Look at this. Red is going to go for all these archery ranges to get some more cav archers out. The question is can Red produce enough gold to keep that army going? He is down to 40 gold, and I assume he is selling his wood to get that gold and his food to get that gold to keep producing. Oh, this could be a slaughterhouse. No, he's pulling out of there. He's sending those rams forward for that wall. I don't know if that's the smartest choice with no protection. Blue sending all his helms back. I suppose any distraction for Red is a win at this point. Anything to get enough gold up to produce more cav archers is a huge advantage for him. This is such a... Bro, this is an interesting match. It's an amazing match. Both players are neck to neck. The score difference is 3,000, but it's still neck to neck for what I can see. Helms against Cav Archers. Cav Archers should win it if he micros them properly. He's sending Hussars in just to die. Like, you need to be careful with those Hussars. That's a lot of food you're losing there. Hungry beast animal. Pace in the no sap is... I think he's confident he can win this. He's... Or is he? The score difference could be a little bit frightening at our level. Look at this management. You know Payson Nosap has practiced his eco. When you see this, this is a man that can micro his eco extremely well when it comes to wood, that is. He's got food coming from a mile away. He should chuck a mill down there to get some more food quicker. Look at this. Blue's pushing back. This fight is incredible. This game could go on for 2 hours. And I am loving it. This, as Viper would say, is a masterpiece for both people. This is incredible. I've never I've never seen a match this close, where one pushes forward and then the other pushes back, and it just keeps going like that. Those buildings will buy Hungry Beast Animal some time, because Blue will focus on it, so he can't produce more units. He needs to save them units in the archery range. They will get cleaned up, Red. He needs to left click on the archery range and right click on that and set that rally point inside of that archery range, because one coming out, they're going to get destroyed by 26 other units. This could be a GG to Blue. If Blue can just clean this up. He's inside. How did he get inside? There's a hole. What happened, Red? That's a GG. Red, I think, has lost this. He doesn't have the resources. He's got the wood, but he is... I don't know. Look, more helps coming in to clean up. Those hussars aren't going to be enough to kill him, even if it is. Blue's done a really good number on Red's eco here. Look, more skirms coming in. Now that Blue knows there's a hole here, he is going to take full advantage of that. That's incredible. Incredible scouting by Blue to know that. And now he's going to try to clean up this wood line, which will be the death of Red. That another TC. Blue's so committed to get that gold. He needs it though. He really does. At the moment, he's just producing trash units, which just cost wood and food, which is doable. Single monk isn't going to be enough to save you here, I don't think, Red. Although he's still being resilient. Look at this. He's going to clean up these skirms, but then there's a few helbs coming in from behind to hopefully clean up those hussars. More helbs coming down to clean up this wood line. Those skirms should destroy those or kill those helbs there. I truly believe Blue has won this. If Blue realizes all this wood right here, he knows there's a couple, but if he scouts that properly and figures out that that's gonna be a crucial point of winning this fight if Red keeps on fighting, he's won this. Blue has won this after an hour of 25 minutes. Blue's got the momentum, and he's not gonna let up on that. Look at this, more barracks, closer barracks. He's gonna keep producing. He's gonna keep pushing forward, and he's going to win this. I can't see any way of Red coming back from this. Look at all those pointies. It's T9, he says. Look at those pointies. Hussars aren't going to help you there. Hungry Beast Animal. They will get cleaned up. Okay, so Red's patched his hole. No, he hasn't. He hasn't patched it, and I don't think he knows. There could be hope. If Hungry Beast Animal produces onagers out of these workshops, which he doesn't really have the gold for, more hussars, Red, and some skirms, it's not going to help, mate. You need to sell some wood, produce some onagers, and really try to clean up these skirms and these helbs. That's the only way I can see him getting out of this pickle. If I was Red and I was positive that I can still fight, it's probably because he still has 75 villages, still producing food, still has... Well, he still has 43 on food and almost 30 on wood. He might be looking at that, thinking he can still come back from this. He does have the gold, the relics, which is probably what's kept him in the game. If he didn't have those relics, he probably would have lost this by now. Going on to the 1 hour and 30 minute point. Blue's getting up some more archer range to produce some more skirms. No, Red, you need to barrack some into your... No. And I don't think he's realised that. Either that or he just doesn't know you can barracks it into your archery range. No, he does, because he had the stable rally point on the stable. This is truly an incredible match. This has been a non-stop action. He's trying to mass produce cav archers again. Oh no, and Blue's found the second gap on his wall. And he rings the bell. No, Red. You only need to circle them and hit T and click on it. Now all these are idle. He's got so many idle villages. All his food is idle apart from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villages, which isn't enough to keep producing. No. There was hope that you could come back from this, but I'm really starting to think that he can't. He's really putting up a fight. He still believes he can. He is sending more hussars out to hopefully deal with these guns, but there's helds left, right, center to take on this. There you go, patches it up with a barracks, not too bad. A little bit late, should have realized that earlier, but that's okay, you can't. With like all this action and all this pressure and all the different points you have to keep focusing on in this game, I'm not surprised he didn't realize that there was a hole there. Although Red might have a hole here now, maybe, there's an opportunity there for... Blue might have a hole there, so there's an opportunity for Red. Blue, look at that queue for Blue. Look at it. Look at that. He is just spending another castle, a forward castle for Blue. That's going to be huge. Once he gets that up and Red realizes it, that's definitely going to be a GG. And once he loses this army, it's got to be a GG. His resilience in this game is truly incredible. Oh my god, Blue hasn't noticed. Blue could have cleaned those hussars up so much quicker, but didn't realize that they were there and they were just standing there. Micro out. Oh, no! Red, you let them through your gates! Oh no, this is not good, but he should be able to clean them up. If he micros properly, micros his villages away, if they go for the vill attacks, he should be able to clean this up. Oh no. Well, at least he didn't ring the bell. That is good. Got a monk. There we go. Monk's healing. Probably would have went for the conversion. But healing is just good. Another forward castle right on the wall. He is sending a message, bro. Like, he is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles. Red's only had 1 castle up, and it was a forward castle that he lost early into Castle Age. Man, Red is... he's losing his vills, man. He needs to get them away from that wall, and they can come around here as well.
Yay?
Sends the hussars out, but it won't be enough. There he goes, the heavy cav coming forward. That castle is now complete, and is sending a message. All Blue needs to do is lure them back. He needs to get in through this wall. He needs to produce 1 treb just to get in. 1 treb, get rid of that gate, go in, finish the job. That's all he needs. Blue has the goal to get a couple of rams maybe, or a couple of trebs. He needs to make a move to finish this off. Blue is struggling to finish this game off. Both players at this point must be getting exhausted. Look at that. Blue is going for more archery ranges in front of the castle, so he can't just push that castle straight away. But I don't understand why keep going skirms. If you're this close, you've really put a number on Red's eco. Look at Red's retaliation. He's going full cav. I think Red needs to realize that just because he's playing the Huns, which is a cavalry or notorious cavalry Civ in history doesn't mean you have to stick to Cav. It's not always going to help. Sometimes just producing a small amount of two-handed swordsman. Can they do two-handed swordsman? Yes. Two-handed swordsman, a small amount, which probably has all the upgrades already, can really help clean this up. Put them in front of the Cav, the archery, oh my god, why can I not speak English? Cavalry archers. Two-handed swordsman in front of the cavalry archers would make a huge difference, but he also has a massive problem here now with these two castles firing away. He's going to lose most, if not all, of those cav archers there. It's gotta be a GG. Blue is producing. Bro, blue is an empire at this point. It's not the age of empires we're playing in, it's the age of Payson Nosap. Because he is creating an empire, man. Look at this. There is no stopping blue at this point. He just needs to know how to finish this off, which is just getting inside these walls. He's got the helps for it. He's got the skirms for it. He's got all sides. Oh my god. Again with the wood lines. Red chops through this. Can you see that? He can. Oh, he's just moved it. Oh, good looking out, red. But all blue needs to do is get an Onager. Look, yep. There we go. Palisade walls.
Grayton?
He's gonna lose some vills to that though. At least he realized it. At least he had the map awareness to get that. But blue is gonna get through here very slowly with those helps. He's poking out that stone and he will get through it. And he's collecting red stone as well. So he's probably gonna go for another castle if he can. My guess would be this side. I would put it there or here somewhere just to, or even there just to get those vills. Hussars aren't going to save you. Blue does need to pull these skirms back to help clean up these calves, because he is losing helms for no reason here. There we go, and blue's through. I don't know how red's going to react to this. He has an army, but an army that is... It's weak. It's a baby antelope going into a lion's mouth right now. That many helms against that many hussars isn't going to help. If blue's gonna stick to trash units, he needs more helms too though. Okay, so he cleans them up nicely. Blue is really struggling to finish red off. Hungry Beast Animal should change his name to Honeybadger. He's got a resilience of a Honeybadger. He is... I don't know what to say. I'm looking at this army. I'm looking at these. He's got Trebs now. He's got a way in and he's got the helms. It's truly incredible. At this point, I wouldn't worry about this. These reds buildings, I wouldn't worry. I'd be worried about the eco. I'd be trying to get in there and play with his eco. He's still got these skirms here, but they can't get through anyway. So he should be pulling them back to here to help against this fight. Incredible match. Truly an incredible matchup. Blue stopped taking that gold, which is interesting, considering he's got 9 gold. I guess he's just fully committing against... fully committing with skirms and helms, I guess. Red with the rams again. God, this is an incredible match. I don't even... Is he going to take that castle? He is. He's going to take that castle. And then he's going to take the other castle. He has siege rams. Not capped. Siege. How is this possible? I have never seen a game of AOE like this. He puts a palisade gate up, nice. Won't last too long, but it's long enough to give him time to react, and he's repaired the holes in his wall. All those vills in that castle, you need to pull them out before the army gets here. Oh my god, these players are almost at the 2-hour mark. They're 15 minutes away from a 2-hour game. The last time I played a 2-hour game, I was so mentally exhausted. I did not want to play another game after that. I was that exhausted. Two hours is a long time to give you a full concentration to a game of AOEDE. It is exhausting. Trying to keep track of what they're producing, where they're producing, how much they're producing, and trying to keep an eye on your eco. Oh my god, idle villages. 7 for blue. Red's got 25 idle villages. Excuse me, 25. Sorry. 25 idle villages. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is the most incredible game. Blue's gonna get that palisade gate down, but he's struggling to produce cav archers because he doesn't have gold income. The only gold income he has is his relics. Those cav archers come along to clean up those skirmishes, but realistically he should be focusing on these skirms. Rings the bell, pulling in all those villagers from the work. That's more idle time that Red did not need. He needed all the production he could get from his economy, and now it's idle time. He has what, 15, that's 30 villages in idle, which is a massive amount of idle time. Blue is still trying to push back, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Those town centers with villages will do a number on those units, but all Blue needs is a couple of rams or a couple of trebs, and he needs to protect those rams and trebs. If he takes one TC out, I think Red will call it. But on saying that, the resilience from Red is unbelievable, because I thought he was going to call it earlier, and yet he pushed back, and then Blue pushed back again. Like I said, it's a tug of war of power. They just keep pushing, and they keep pulling. It's truly incredible. I am mind blown. I don't know what to say. That's gotta be Chi-Chi, right? All I'm gonna do now is just sit back and enjoy the rest of this show, because these guys have put on a show for us. This is incredible. The fact that Payson Nosap has just gone with like the trash the entire time is incredible. And I just realized Payson Nosap is also backwards. It reads Payson Nosap. Interesting. I feel like Red's just trying to get Blue to a mental point of, I'm over this game, I just want to be finished, you can win. That's what it looks like at this point. Red's just holding on. It's like, no, you have to destroy every villager, every building, every bit of wall, and then you win. I am not going to give you an easy GG. Oh, Red's... There we go, there it is. Probably seen those 3 cav and like, nope. This was incredible. What an incredible match, incredible performance by both. This was not a one-sided match, that is for sure. The amount of times red would push blue back, and then blue would push red back, and then blue would push red back. Red would push blue back, and just kept going back and forwards in this middle. But like I said, once you grab that momentum and you get here, if you keep producing, you shouldn't lose. And that's pretty much what blue did. He kept producing and he wasn't going to lose. He had a better eco than red. Like, Hungry Beast Animal put up such an amazing fight, but the fact is, blue had a better eco. I mean, blue's ending gold count was terrible. But he got to the point where he's like, I'm just going to stick to helbs and skirmishes. That pretty much counters everything they have. The issue with that is it drags the game out to the point where if you've got the endurance to do that, go for it. But if you don't and you need to finish it, a couple of rams mixed in there, man, that would have finished that up a lot quicker than what it did. But that was incredible. That was incredible. And red picking up that he was about to chop through this wood line was really good. Like, a lot of people don't pick up on that a lot of the time, especially under this amount of pressure. All these units constantly coming in, you forget that. Red probably could have managed his wood eco a little bit better. His food eco was doing pretty good, I think. But just getting those lumber camps forward, getting you more wood at a higher rate. But blue, look at this. Look at this micromanagement of his wood line. That's incredible. Really. Like, that's a lot of lumber camps just micromanage, one after the other, one after the other. And just the production of military from blue was unstoppable. But like I said, it would have been a quicker and cleaner finish if a couple more trebs or a couple more rams, just get those walls down quicker, get through those buildings, take that TC, and just keep it protected. Like that would have been ideal. But nevertheless, he pulled through, man. Blue pulled through. The resilience of red was incredible because blue had such an advantage for so long. And then red just kept pushing back. And like I said, taking that middle fight, that main fight in the middle, whoever wins that would have had the momentum. Because red produced rams like, God, so quickly. He would have got to those castles very quickly. But like I said, it was the eco from blue that really won it. Let's have a look at the stats. Military, really not that big of a difference. Economy, huge difference. Like, when it comes to military, it's not that big, but when it comes to eco, look at that. Look at that eco difference. That is huge. That's what won blue the game. And strangely enough, blue didn't go for longbowmen, which I would have in arena because it's a huge advantage, man. Huge. Technology, not a big difference. Society, blue getting those castles down, massive. Let's have a look at the kill count, or the KD. Units killed 1,910. Units lost 1,408. Like, that's incredible. That is so many units created, so many units killed, so many lost. It's amazing. Buildings raised, 35 to red, and 51, a whopping 51 to blue. That's a big difference. Now, sometimes that can account for a lot of things. Like, that could be 20 houses. It doesn't make a huge difference. But when it comes to castles, military buildings, extra town centers being destroyed, like, that's huge gain to whatever team does that. Units converted, 6. Largest army, 197. Which is incredible because I thought blue would have had a higher largest army, but their villager hire was probably huge as well. Let's check out the stats on economy. Yeah, massive Blue got more gold probably from relics, right? Probably the overall relics. I don't know if that counts into that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Feudal times, Payson definitely got a quicker feudal time, but not by much. And then the castle age between the two were 10 seconds. 10 seconds, that is so close. Imperial, a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, Mason probably... He did need to get there for the Helbs, but he didn't need to get there early because he was so focused on booming with his eco and not having to worry about it in the late game, and just wanted to focus on the military push and the military might of Payson Nasap. It was incredible. Map explored 7287. Research count very close again. They really probably only researched what they needed for what they were going for. So skirms and helbs only needed few upgrades. Hussars and cav archers only need a few upgrades. Research percentage 54, 51. Society, this is a big one. The castle count for Payson was huge. That was a big... He would have got a lot of kills from those castles. Relics captured, 4. Nice. Look at that relic gold. If, like I said earlier, that relic gold adds up. 9,635 gold. That is incredible. And that's why you should go for relics if you have the opportunity. Because that makes a huge difference up. If you look at the gold count, look at that. What do you say to that? That's why he won the gold collected, and it was because of that gold relic. Relic gold. Villager higher, 125 to 130, very similar, but Red didn't have 125 villagers at once. He lost a lot of villagers to that wall in his the hole in the wall. Patched that, didn't realize he had a second hole, and they got through and really cleaned that up. Payson played it very nicely. Very safe, though. Yeah, it's incredible. Look, battle event. And those battle events were in the middle of the map. Those two were. That one was probably at the end. Look at that. Feudal times close. Castle times close. Imp's a little bit divided, but so well played, man. Blue lost his military, but came back extremely strong. Red, again, same thing. He played it well. Probably just needed to mix in a couple of two-handed swordsmen. Probably would have won those fights earlier a lot better, and you would have saved a lot more units, but that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not the greatest at the game either. Yeah, a great game by both players. Truly incredible. Congrats to Payson, man. Hey, look, congrats to both players, man. Like I said, the resilience of Hungry Beast Animal was... He just kept coming back. He made it look like, for me, that he was going to win. Because he just pushed Blue back so far. He'd push Payson back so far that I'd be like, Red's going to win this. But then, mate, Payson would do the same. They just kept pushing each other back. Like I said, it was a tug-of-war for power, and they did so well. They wanted to dominate in the most manly way there is. And that's just sending units in. Congrats to both players. That was an incredible game.